tournament platform box. So this is Iluha with the pirates on top. Gonna take a moment, organizational side of things. We see Andy leading with Tinin here. And now it's visible as well. So the coins from Syndicate, of course, is hard to keep track of without the overlay, but I guess we'll manage. It will keep the mystery around the reach Andy will have. So, best of 5, first game. We are just starting. Welcome everyone into this metal-fueled tournament extravaganza, and if we can get some love shared in chat for Metal, spam Metal Gwent there. It's an emote that Metal always loves to see. It warms his heart. He always shares with me after the tournaments that man, the support from community is so great to hear and read. So do your part. So match started. Yeah, as I was talking, maybe it will be not Frost. Frost is good to start with Aristocrat into the TA, but Syndicate is what Andy was choosing here, and Luha goes for the Pirates. Has a version with COC. If you watched his streams, if you've seen what I uploaded on YouTube based on his deck, it was UNOT before, but for the tournament decided to take Curse of Corruption instead, because having Pirates deal a lot of damage but not having a Toll Punish in this Golden Necker deck hurt deck more, and UNOT was quite often underperforming anyway. Okay, so this is Gwen into City carryover. The shield can be broken by the Bare Knuckle Brawler if necessary, so the power can be brought down. A couple of toll units, Bear Witcher, if coming from Gwen, would have been a 9 as well, so you need to pay attention to COC. Having it in hand, not coming from Golden Necker, is quite often a blessing. Right. I guess this is decision point for Andy, what he decides to do. Just spend and create the carryover with, yeah, we see double open sesame at counter 6. For now, doesn't get ahead, doesn't try to spend with the Brawler. Teluha's hand still allows him to take Commander's Horn if he wishes to lay claim for round 1, otherwise it's a bit too early on adrenaline condition to play the Bear Witcher. Yeah. For now, goes for Berengar instead of the Horn. Of course, like opening with Axel is a prime setup for Commander's Horn, but even without it, yes, you can save and try to get value. Demon Smugglers provide you with bodies, and you can play both horses relicts between pirates and ships, so that your Commander's Horn setup is quite good.
Blabbing already, but I was just getting started.
And not even spending to get ahead. Although there are some coins, but yeah, he just checks if Iluha has Other playable cards, Pirates with COC, with Terror Bjorn. Sometimes have problems if you got your Golden Necker and maybe like location being the only artifact might have been bricked, but yeah, Iluha doesn't hesitate to spend Commander's Horn as well. Gets Sitting over carryover, sticking at full power on the board. Generated 4 armor onto, like a couple of armor points on the pirate and ship that are most important to have in your starting hand. We also see Lucha is playing with Azar. We witnessed Mayamon play without Defender last weekend. He even floated the boat, leading to its early demise, but felt like in open list you can either develop a Spender and trigger Acherontia immediately, or just float, let it stick for a turn and then play a Spender if you know how much control your opponent has. As mentioned earlier, if sound, picture, something's off, I know that we don't see leader abilities and such at the moment, but that will be fixed by the platform. But let me know if something's off, you don't see something, you don't hear something. We are on 20-minute delay, but at least I can fix it for the future games. So I took my time to spam Metal Gwent and mention the crowd fund. Be ready with those pauses. Iluha is known to use his rope and think through his moves. So there will be times where streamer is not feeling the air every second. So we see that another boat is getting developed, no proactivity, damn interactivity given. Novigrad is great like that, so Andy just slammed one artifact, has another one. Coin situation might be such as he is over profiting a little bit. Yeah, we see him getting to 9. So this is ships or everywhere, ships of Skellige against syndicate ships. And another one is coming in hot. No Demon Smugglers, and considering this is last ship available, long ship, oh wait, no, another long ship is here. But if the ships are removed, the Moon Smugglers stop being broken 10 power plays. So, let's see what happens. For now, setup is what's happening. We also see that Andy is getting ahead while prepping for development of Acherontia. There are leader charges, there is COC, but COC at the moment is between False City and Plan Redania, not the card you want to kill anyway, because it might just come back later on.
Ever used some fool's skull for a club?
Okay, one defender gone. One gun, one left.
Officer's word.
This time around we see that Andy is not making an attempt of getting ahead. The Sesamis are still at 6 counter. Now it becomes more awkward. Golden Necker though, yeah, doesn't have a special. And now COC is the only one of them specials available, so you can play this for artifact. You can slam Bjorn for 5 damage, shipping, and even rely on RNG of the Cataclysm. Still 2 turns of it. Yeah, we see that Luke decides to be reliant on his big gold cards. It's weird to call the cards big, but you know what I mean. And it's spent on Candle quite a lot. So yeah, the Curse of Corruption might be alive pretty much on the first place. Street Urchins potentially for the coins, but you also needed points. So 25 if Cataclysm hits, 23. He kinda needs to spend to be ahead guaranteed. In the end, the armor was hit on one of the Exenford guards, but if that didn't happen, it would have been painful. So Sesamis are now at counter 4, by the way. 2 Sesamis proccing simultaneously should be alright. As you are spending at the 0 coins, triggering them, you get 8 back. Unless, of course, you somehow done it with the KOB triggering. The same turn. So Golden Necker now is Hain Kadu, Curse of Corruption, and maybe not Kyranex. You never know. Without Maxi, without Fisher King.
Slow, ain't ya?
Double Demon Smuggler in hand. If played next to the ship, spawn a base copy. And now they're looking around, checking everywhere. There are horses, there are pirates, apparently not on the ships. So yeah, we see the proactivity of the Moon Smuggler being shown. There is a chance that Golden Necker will bring out the ship. But at the moment, Andy definitely is winning the ship war in round 2. Or in round 3, sorry. This is a Spander.
Careful. I heard the Aphiri read minds.
446. So ideally, okay, he wants to protect this a little bit so that he has options spending and doesn't have to spend everything. Plus, Brawler is not reliable as spenders go if your opponent only plays small body next time, like we see here. Demon Smuggler number 2. Shipless, they are less scary, playing for wholesome 5 points.
Come closer. Come on now, try.
So 3, 3, and 5. Once again, spend 2, 0. Quite convincing score at the moment. And of course, Golden Necker is still there, and the Urchins are erased, and Bear Witchers are playing for decent value. There is KOB that you definitely don't want to pull from a Chirontia. Also, we don't see the leader charges situation. A couple of them were used already.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, so the brawler goes. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know, but Jacques was somewhere underground hiding.
Who do I spy?
It is enough to pull the KOB out, of course, but at the same time... Shady Vendor with another Open Sesame at 5. Okay, so one of the spenders dies, but the second always surviving.
It's not for me.
We see the heat on the ship, so that it's not in COC range, and in army there are no ships and pirates. This is a pure Witcher deck nowadays. At least for now. So no unicorn. Oh, no combo Chiron Accent unicorn. What I mean. Chirontia with Sesame in the graveyard, optimizing the spending. You know that there is not all punish anymore, and yeah, that's what I meant. You don't need to hold the boat. Sometimes you just finish with it if you manage to stick some spender, and between Candle and KOB was enough. Also look at them points. There is a wholesome Kaduch click, there is a wholesome 7-point horse, but yeah, Pirate Witcher deck kinda didn't play the unicorn combo properly. Now, hopefully with a leader interface. Yes, so I can remove the invo. So it's gift from blue. No smorking from red coin player's position, instead going against warriors that were picked by Andy from red coin. And yeah, I do love myself seeing the Metal Gwent spam in chat on 20-minute delay. Appreciate the gesture. Great job, guys. So which version Lucha is playing? I mentioned Philavandrel and Saskia. His choices and his Devotion Warriors with Ice, so hopefully you remember him. The card synergizing nicely with Blaze of Glory Leader. And he did find Warlord and also Warbjorn for the second one, so the trade cards are doing damage, but trade cards only start to be influential after a couple of turns, and by that time the Dryads have grown out of removal range, at least for the first round, at least from things that are not concerning aced into the Greatsword. And yeah, we do see Drake Bontru. Sadly for Drake, He is a 5 power card. And that coincides perfectly with the damage Rebuke is doing, so unless Iluha plans to do some other moves, this move kinda writes itself. He was singing, but then he was killed by nature. So, hopefully someone like Dandelion will make a ballad about that adventure of Dragon Fu. So, not much carryover generated there. You get your greatsword into the graveyard. And yeah, the second warlord. So Aendi's warriors are still running Freya's Blessing. There is no Fuku, but Harald and Crate can be used to bring, like, those cards can be brought to bring both warlords back to make raid cards go nuclear. Quite playable hand from Andy. This is a bronze hand, and if your opponent tempos ahead too much, of course, you will struggle to catch up. Even looking here, this is 15-point gap plus points on Hamadryad's Vitality doubling each turn, and Fledgling still with Vitality. So what's even your reach here? 6 tempo plays are not doing it. War of Clans doesn't have a target. Raider is playing for 7, and Savagery is also playing only for 6. So unless we see Andy go, I'll play 3 cards. So I played Iced round 1. He might be in trouble already, and then Gift still has all its best cards available. But Tempest tutors were missed, so you'll need to find missing components, of course. Yeah, now with the last say, Eskel Pathfinder is in the deck, and the deck is not running any humans, so Ice target, tier targets, all those cards. Targets for this Eskel. Warriors I don't think even have anything non-human. Maybe occasionally Kyle Troll there. Although even that provides the machine or human. So at the moment, Bricked Seamless, still no 4th Tempest in. So things might kinda get awkward. Foul Dryad Tank is of course bricked by the bronze, so you're not guaranteed to get that out. Hand buffed, Feel of Wanderer, I'd love to see that. At 7, creating Frogs were a highlight of previous qualis. So yeah, we do see Saskia with leader going to 7 power. Now you have to War of Clans Brockwar to deny the click on order. So order also combines with Hamadryad nicely. But yeah, it was too bloodthirsty, this Brockwar warrior, so he only gets to ping once, killing its target. I guess qualifies as the job done nicely. So Oakwen is landing as a 5, maybe 6, which is in the Gutting Slash range.
Does this dream?
I don't think the leader charge will be committed here, yeah. Blood Eagle is dealing 4, so Gutting Slash is a better answer, but at least this 13 provision card already created carryover. Sometimes it's hard to predict which Gutting Slash from player's hand will be used, okay? And still qualifies as calling the play, not like it was hard to do or anything. So, how long can Aluha play?
Embers. Wind, blow out the flame.
Goes Hamadryte into leader. Leader is out. Gutting Slash is there. So now both of them used. No engines in hand. One little young Dryad on the board with Symbiosis still there. But now. Things get more awkward, but you can still go Philavandral into Frogs and be ahead.
Keep us stiff.
And East is a card like this that you can push it out if everything goes well for ya. So what's the target? Okay, goes for 2 lowest units. As far as Stall Punish goes, well, there is the Iced Leader combo with the Greatsword in 12. There, of course, is a tier that you can use in its first form to hit the Wandering Treant as well.
Something to fear. Come on, show us what you got.
So, can you guys see Gift losing from this position now? Once again, the same warrior problem of bronze units not really playing for much tempo, which starts to put pressure on them golds and leader ability as well. But if you remember 2021 it was when Iced was released. I might be off by a year. And yeah, you play that. You discard something with your leader. You get a big body and there are targets to hit on the board, so that closes the gap. But at the moment I would assume Blood Eagle 5. Can you win without a tier? 14 plus 8, 22, so that would be always enough. With Gort and Seamless, I don't think... Okay. Yeah, golds have been preserved. Fair enough. So Andy goes down a card, but yeah, that's what I talked about. Bronze has been low impact, but gold's been above the great value. Would have been probably nice to establish card holder with the bronze coming from it and commit another bronze, but oh well. You're still getting the unit from here, so hopefully it's not much worse. Both are in Rebuke's range.
Bury corpses? Nay, feed our foes to the
But,
crabs while they still live.
Are there any engines left? I mean, playing nature cards before is awkward, but then Ancient Trader has the order, so if you don't kill it, not the prime target to be killed anyway. So, just if you feel that the damage 2 is enough pressure, in some situations you'd want to kill it anyway. So Tyr is here to discard Invader, pick up the Greatsword, War of Clans. Okay, so we see the rebuke line. Ilucha didn't really like it. So this is Tyr.
Glory to heroes all!
As mentioned, Eskel does deal with the tallest unit. So Ilucha with double assay will play Eskel raising the Greatsword, so that's a +4 trade for him. And yeah,
Sure, no problem.
you can you need to also answer this. We see Eskel going off earlier. Sorry, kind of forgot what Tyr combines with, like War of Clans into the Invader and things like this. So yeah, it's nice to erase the 22-point Greatsword at the same time. Remove 9. It's kinda similar value, but a bit higher if everything goes through. So finally going for some nature plays, but at the same time, yeah, probably would have been better to have those available on a push. Now 5 turns of walk, only 3 turns left. 4 with the Ilucha's card advantage. He can still play Pond Keeper and Council, denying a big hit from Blaze of Glory. Oh, wait. So next turn, this is 4. Last turn, when Andy is still making moves, this is 2. Enters graveyard during your turn. Wait, does it actually work out? It should, right? With an extra turn on Ilucha's part. Can you clash somehow?
Ah, my beauteous Kalanth.
Not that there are tall bodies on the board, so maybe not. And King Bran is here to come from Blood Eagle. But yeah, card troll there. Blood Eagle. Oh, Blood Eagle damage will be there. It's Omega close. The Isengrim Council is between 2 units, so no guarantees what you hit, but I would be surprised if Gort was played before the Council.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
Oh. Both treants cannot be put below the damage required to deal with ice. Of course, there is no guarantee from this roll. Was it the reason? Or am I messing it up? Haven't seen ice in forever, so I might be. I just might be. But yeah, there are just not enough points anyway, right? So yeah, the Pond Keeper is used to avoid. Oh, there we go. And where do we go? We go again. Once more. Let's enjoy it. So, I replayed. This is still a semi-final.
It's your lucky day.
Ensoli Tarizira gifted a tier 1 sub to Tank of 2909.
Thanks.
They have given 6 gift subs in the channel.
Thanks for the gift sub. Times different with the delay, but much appreciated. Okay, so do plans change? We only see what one warlord available. Same fate for the greatsword being discarded by Drake, but Drake dying immediately after. So yeah, the warlords are both in deck. You can Blood Eagle one of them, but not both of them. Set up for Circle of Life kill to guarantee the hand buff on Fila, or maybe Iluha feels like maybe trying to save Oakman because she is usually in the removal range of the raid cards. Is the move. I don't think we're not seeing Blood Eagle in this situation onto the Warlord, right? You need those extra points, so extra reach on removal. Let's see, I can develop, although raiders are here, he doesn't have War of Clans targets, so we'll be interested in playing at least one of them. Now, yeah, 2 tutors available. And golds are missing, but the good thing about having the tutors is that you can find those missing golds. But even here, like, what's the reach? What is the reach? If the pass was to come, warriors, as usual, not the highest tempo players, but sometimes going a card down is fine. So Izelucha slamming one of the tutors, maybe not. Maybe he senses that the reach is not there, and with the rope running out, we see the pass button being clicked. He was circling around it and he found it, and the pass happened, and now the card rolled into extra great sword, but that's not the reach still, so we see card roll there being clicked as well. That closes the gap, and that probably provides us with a lone crown 3. We see tier, great sword. It's probably his presence required in the graveyard, in deck for the leader, so will be mulliganed in round 2. No, there is nothing else to mulligan, honestly. So Andy, 2 cards down. He take a long round and tries to answer all the engine threats. Or is it a Warlord into Harald into Warlord start? And can it ever be enough to get a card back? Yeah, especially to get the card back. I kinda have doubts. The removal potential is quite limited at the moment. We do see all the considerations being done here, and we got ourselves a round 2. There we go. I think I recently witnessed Alumni win with being 3 cards down, so should not surprise anyone. 4. You have the Procvar, but yeah, the War of Clans does the same thing. I think we've seen this play before. No. It's really awkward to just play one Warlord, trade it with a gold, and get another card disadvantage. No, yes, you'd have to go all in, and already being 2 down, you didn't really have great options anyway. So Harald disappeared. He wasn't played for so long. Okay, I returned him back from the dead. So you have 3 big golds. Does Harald nowadays qualify as a big gold is a question I'm not sure I'm willing to answer. Definitely feels like a card from 2020, 2019, over what Tyr and Sov have been achieving. 5 damage. Not really available from any raid card. Guardian Slash does the job. The War of Clans, but this time around it's less than ideal, so yeah, I think the Guardian Slash opener is more sensible here. SKL available, so tier is not having greatest of the times, and once again, that's like the only reasonable answer to it, outside of Seamless into double rebuke. So what are the tutors so far over here for the Tempest? We have double Dryad coming from those two. We have Seamless in, so yeah. All tutors are accounted for.
We'll build up Skellige with our bare hands.
So tier is here to make great things, but it only lasts for a second, and the hero dies. Eskel mistaken the tier for a monster. It's understandable. Ever after becoming a treant, Eskel was kinda acting weird. And now that there are two bodies to hit for the Brock War, we do see that the answer of Legend is coming. Otherwise, there is quite a few cards playing nature cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is also nature, so that will be too many vitality procs.
Come to me, little one.
Finally, the Heraldo. Heraldo is here, and considering there are only 2 raids, the pick is Raider over the Warlord. There is a 1 point bigger body, 2 damage available from it. It can set up Primal Savagery still, so no need to buff it to 5. I'm kinda curious how is NGB 2 cards down, forcing a score that we've seen the previous game, that one of a tie might be slightly out of reach. So, how good of a kill Hamadryad is. If she was with Vitality, it would have been a no-brainer to just ice it. And by the way, once again, we have this Fog synergy with Ice Turshach, but last time Ilucha played around it. And he still has Night Pawn Keeper to finish off the same job if necessary. So we got the Vabjorn. Another War of Clans, I suppose.
Your skull make a fine tankard.
Okay, so the pink is also used.
The only good
Nothing important is sticking to the board at the moment. Pond Keeper coming out at 6. It was the last unit in the deck, so hit was guaranteed. Iluha was thinking about it. Makes Fledgling Stick, which makes generate quite a few points of vitality here. So now is the time, chat. Final score of this game. Go. Prediction, chat. What would be the final score here, point-wise? You see the cards, you see there are no breaks. You probably expect Iced Leader combo not playing for the full points. But you can do the quick math. Ah, there we go. Seamless once again. I guess you can just play Fila later, so Leader has something to hit.
Ah, my beauteous Kalanth.
For 13, so only 2 points lost.
I once lopped off 3 heads with one blow.
God should be close to full. Anything? And yeah, we do see that Lucha is just not allowing Ice to get the second proc. He is the initiator of this to begin with. Putting all the weather on any side of the board. So, 22 point Greatsword landing. There is no damage and no Greatswords to profit off of it anyway. Is vitality being generated? Philavandrel playing frogs is a lot. Gorte is going for 14. The vitality yoink will happen, and yeah, this is not particularly close. Felt too awkward for Andy, having less removal reach, also deciding to play that one Greatsword. And from the second, with World Cup, occasional community tournaments. Okay. So game number 3 with asterisk, game number 4 if we are counting a tie. And this is Frost versus Syndicate. So strings, can you pull Wild Hunt strings well enough? Definitely can do that with the green elves, but what about the red elves? Is this a possibility? Maybe it's a bit harder to pull the strings of a Necrophage, I don't know. But maybe aiming at some of aristocrats, you can make them join your side to enjoy the city life over the world of their own. Let's see. We see Neutral Opener, a pretty good card that can control gank tags in combination with the frost sticks. It's not available for junior to one-shot it as well. Okay, so the score is updated. Let's effing go. So, looking pretty solid that neutral is at the moment, not gonna lie. Just being there. Of course, something like a savvy huckster would put him into the junior range. We do see that junior is nowhere to be seen, and there are other targets that you might consider. But can you really accept
Satisfaction guaranteed. No refunds, mind.
a loss in round 1 as ganks that easily?
And match that with Burgundy. What a demented
Not sure. So Heavy Huckster is Witch Hunter. That's not one of the ganks. Not like it matters at the moment before the tags come in for the pulling the strings. You'd need a bit more. Aristocrat extending the frost value. It's getting poisoned, so the wine was not to her liking, most likely.
Resistance is futile.
She was also extending the frost value, but is that really important? Looking at Cheluha's hand, what are you even doing here? Like aristocrat movement, neutral cross damage kills, so yeah, nothing is really sticking.
It won't be long now.
So you might just find the pass button and try again when the neutral is not just dominating you, allowing you nothing. So, pretty good job. By an 8 provision card is not as cheap as they go. But definitely was hard for Novigrad to start accumulating tags that they require for things like little birds and to just normally having anything stick in. And this Wild Hunt is running Taskmaster, so Purify is potentially here.
Catch the cupbearer.
So what was missed? Furco, Junior, Sausage Maker, and Jacques, as well as the Bank. Not the best haul. Standard opener from SY. I'll just go uninteractive here. Don't mind me.
All else disgusts me.
Oh, look, you can. Why even try to get Aristocrat join your side when you can go for the Queen herself, if allowed? Is it the search for damage?
Best commodity in town, I swear it.
And the search was successful. But yeah, we also see that where is it? The navigator was in deck. Don't think you gills for navigator. And yeah, not even Tirnalia set up. And he is certain. We've seen Frost and Gift kinda perform nicely in top 8 qualifiers, so that's why we already witnessed Gift in action, and now it's Frost time, and this is 10 turns of Frost. We've seen pretty huge Wild Hunt units in Lerio versus Dauren, that was. So some coins generated, but Novigrad will be working as well, so nice to have a card on the board with an order unused as well, traveling with you into round 3. 12 provisions? 13? I don't know. Kinda depends. Do factions deserve to have almost auto-include cards? Maybe. That's for the council to decide in the next 10 days, okay? The junior Turco sausage maker, round 3 card, kinda debatable. We have double Salamandra, double Fire Swoon tag in deck. The bank is sticking there. Yeah, another Salamandra by the way. In hand, quite a few crown splitters available, especially with the sausage maker. The strings will be only pulled in round 3 as well.
It's best need to know how sausage is stuffed.
That lands as an 8. Junior, of course, answers 9s. Can you allow him stick? Probably not the best idea, but if you are considering just poisoning it over 2 turns, maybe. And yeah, 1, 2 tutors are there, so something staying in the deck. I'm not mistaken, right? Nothing else is tutoring. We only have 2. Okay, so the poison is being looted here, as there is a purify in Andy's deck. Maybe you just don't want to waste a poison without securing an instant kill. That's -4 coins. Crown Splitter tag number 1 is gone. Eredin. Or do you need to junior first? This foglet gonna be quite huge with all the frost generated, so there is also, besides poisons, no toll punish. But if you are answering Foglet, risking losing this
Well, we've not had enough.
failed experiment, not really. Move back. Yeah, this is blocked. But okay, now the failed. Oh wait, yes, you do risk it just being like killed off. And yeah, the salamander attack is disappearing. Cut up attack is in danger as well. Of course, there are still units with the tags available, but one after another they are dying. Of course, Novigrad is a beautiful has this beautiful flavor to it, trying to snipe one of the missing tags that you can develop on a turn. You play your strings and Sigi. So another fire swarm.
And their foul magicry.
Another. Like there is a bunch of them in the deck.
Could you say? Thought you'd never ask.
Damage found. Foglets dispatched. Garantier slowly growing. Step by step. Now, how awkward is this turn? Can you go for the Purify from Oberon? What crime is for Furco? Only the collusion, okay. So collusion is coming from here, not from Sigi. No, the other points are more important, most likely. Being able to properly navigate, for example. So fire swarms are taking over the board. Even killing this disciple is not removing all the tokens. So instead, yeah, we see that the frost is getting sacrificed, but the cut attack is denied. So pulling the strings, still struggling. Only one tag on board, 2 tags. Now a little bit more.
Still stand by the end of the day.
And like the naked navigator is not a thing you want to see, but also is in danger of being stolen. Not like it plays out immediately. Wait. Okay. That was scary. The visual glitch of sorts. I got spooked for a second that we are having something breaking the match, but no. So there is a 6 power unit on the board. There is Ferko that you can play for collusion. I guess this is Sigi's turn to appear. A lot of tags present. And yeah, you can do that as well. You can do the bounce. Oh, the spender, spending, play this and then steal the bruiser. This rope.
The ideal lies not.
is probably meaning that the KOB is not clicked, not like it's important, there are spenders all overboard. But no pulling the strings for ya. No pulling the strings for ya still. Front row is also kind of getting clogged here. Especially considering Ferko being the melee restricted card. So profit 6. What's not to like? It's like 6 coins.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Never a problem 4 inches of steel couldn't solve.
You, yes, you! Have you made your offering?
So yeah, this is the situation we are witnessing. The pulling the strings finishers. Not really doing much. At the same time, the Garanter Golden Child is still at 20 points, but there is a full bank. There are jackals that you can split the spending on. But yeah, if this spending is split, you'd prefer... how big is Navigators is not that big, honestly. How is the sees an enemy? Not being able, yeah, sorry, I was just thinking, but not about the gills, about the 5, so that's actually like a huge problem. I mentioned that the rolls limits are letting Iluha down, but you cannot really spend. You have to seize, and there is a target, and there is nothing you can do. Ah, 2 of them! No! No! The strings are being pulled. 10-point gap. There is only 6 coins. If you are expecting a toll punish, +5, but trade the pulling the strings. No official tournament organization, but Metal has been doing great work, so I'll never say no to showing this here. We have Andy versus Kungfoorabbit. Andy on match point with the Warriors from Red. Player connection lost. No, go away. All players stay. Notification go away. We just want to enjoy this pure experience of Gwent without any disconnects. Especially with Andy being famous for his Gwent Open. If you don't know, if you haven't seen Andy C emote, that's a thing of beauty. I don't think it's available on the 7 TV though, so I don't have it in chat. So, gangs, what don't they like? They don't like getting killed off on the streets of Novigrad. They want to thrive there, do their crimes and not get punished. But sometimes Skelligers, the brutes from Skellige Isles, are coming with their raids and they are ready to wreak havoc. Let's see if they are actually able to burn the city of Novigrad to the ground.
Women,
children, elders, we spare
We see Ilucha developing poison, so that maybe he can deny Drakebrand immediately. We also see Andy in a position of one of Warlords. What a deck! Find Warlord, be happy. Don't find, be sad. Vabjorn, Blood Eagle. I'm doing it every game, but that's like the make it or break it of the deck. We've seen in the previous Gift versus Warriors match that when double Warlord was found in round 1, it was definitely closer than in the second, in the rematch when Andy missed it. Novigrad round 1, so Kukuruzina definitely plans to play, but yeah, we see Andy complete the assassination of failed experiment. It is truly failed. It didn't poison anything, and now Drakebrand cannot be as easily removed without roll from the Shady Vendor, from Junior.
We finish them, then I finish you.
Glory to you.
Glory to ya, another song, but wait. Okay, so we are growing the wheeled unit in the graveyard, while also potentially activating War of Clans. So Great Swords will be played from the Blaze discard and maybe from hand if Mulligan into.
The sausage wasn't to your liking. Shame.
Shame, the sausage. Made from the humans, probably not to everyone's liking, honestly, especially if you are not in some Skellige cult. If you like your meat and meat made from the wild animals on the Skellige, then yeah, the sausage maker might be quite an abomination for ya. Right? What do we do with the sausage maker at 11 power? You can. This is just too convenient, but probably don't really want to. So there is the Tight Cloak, Blind Eye, Salamander attack, Crown Splitters, Cut Ups are there. Okay, the poison roll is kinda convenient, but
Be ashamed to let this beauty go to waste.
okay, we get the Warlord tonight and want who potentially poisoned next turn. Once again, the like 20-point gap. Yeah, good luck clicking. We might see Andy take the same lines. No, wouldn't be surprised. It was kinda awkward against Gift, but wouldn't it be awkward to resist Novigrad with Sausage Maker Novigrad in round 2? Syndicate packs the punch, even if you are capable to remove some of the tags.
No one calls us cowards!
Okay. The problem for Andy is that this is a very cheap card to throw away, still keep the bank full probably even click the sea jackal once. And now certainly, he says. Yeah, we see Andy finding the pass button. So Warlord, did we even see Freya's Blessing played once before? I mean, in this series today. I might forgotten, but was it really? What is this? Lack of few keycards, but I guess they are available. Ilucha is also with 2 cards getting over from round 1, so even if you are missing something, you have something in return. Double Little Birch. Must admit, it's kinda awkward to utilize here.
The anatomical changes slightly exceed my expectations.
Out with the crowns. Come on, quick now.
Blacksmith. This is second leader charge. Also, we see one pulling the strings already out, so between like great sword
Is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
and tier tall unit, maybe pulling the string would have failed in a short round as well, but yeah. Ilucha decides to not even try to roll anything from Shady Vendors at the moment. Just take it when you can't play it for more than 0 point or almost 0 point. Was there any intimidate? I don't remember. Should be going much better this time around for Ilucha. And yeah, I keep saying Ilucha, it's Kukuruzina, but not Grand Majorca. If you are not following the name changes in 2021-22, but then yeah, I cannot help you. It's Ilucha Kukuruzina, quite big. At least that's what they say. So nothing on the board for Andy.
Your skull will make a fine tankard.
Something on the board on Andy. Location being used up to deny the Tide Cloak on the board. Deny spender, a proper spender at that. No warriors, those Shady Vendors are, so Blacksmith was stolen with 1 charge and no more charges are coming. Although probably Furko could qualify for quite a warrior.
An outbreak of the clap at the High Rocks Palace. Oh.
And Blacksmith chooses Little Bird as the recipient of this, so to say, warrior boost. She's we don't see that, but she is the real warrior here. Okay, so Andy is just playing slow control here, but he's staying close. It's a nice thing about the sausage maker. You can click whenever you feel like, if you are convinced that it's traveling, but if you don't know for certain, you can always abstain from clicking. So Vabjorn.
Blood for Svalbard!
3 damage is kinda not brilliant, not gonna lie.
Come on!
No raid in hand, but carryover play from this warlord is still acceptable.
Bapanada.
So, carryover declared.
You bloody took long enough.
Goods declared. Golds kept for the next round. Bronzes and the crime are putting up quite a convincing performance here as well. Probably iced. Can you set up the bloodthirst? Boop, boop, boop. You can, but Little Bird denies it, so for now we see Harold. And later it might be just too late. It might be too later. So can go melee if you want to push more. KOB is still at 11 charges.
I'll smash your muggins, Ruts!
So this is most likely target for Blaze. So, just a bit off, you are setting up the Bloodthirst here. You have the Greatsword. Ah, wait, there is the Raider being floated here. So you cannot really deny it with the Little Bird unless you find like the Shakedown. Or any other no boost cards. Coins, damage. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3 Bloodthirst, and Lucha is going all in. It's gonna be such a throwback. Ah, look, the Bloodthirst 3, so good.
Skelliger and Sinter shall stand ever together.
For a crack! On crate!
Yes, it doesn't matter much, but yeah, the point gap is just not possible to close. Wait, yeah, and also not matter much. It's actually not. And yeah, the final showdown is that one of the Skellige, while we are waiting for the spinning card to finish its spinning cycle, we can talk about the Open that players are qualifying for. It's happening on May 18th. The details will be on Discord, who will be casting, who will be participating. We already know the winners of top 8 qualifiers. Maimon and Lerio are already in. Now between Andy, Kukuruzina, Renova and Nick, we are finding out 2 players joining them. And yeah, this is the main tournament info on the right. They will be playing single elimination best of 5, so as Gwent Opens organized by CDPR, but without the quarterfinals. We're basically starting with semifinals, and it's one-day event, so May 18th will be the date of that one. So, players queued correct decks, that's good. Score is 2-2, semi-final, decider is on. Welcome if you are just joining us. Let's see the Warlord situation, and so far I don't really see any Warlords. This is also Andy's first time playing Warriors from Blue Coin. So let's go. He has Vabjorn. He has Bond. At least Drag Bond, who was found almost every game, if not all of them. The problem is he doesn't live for too long. He was sticking for like 3 turns against Syndicate, I think, so it's not much, but it's something, so not really completely dead. So of course there are leader charges, terrors and Bjorns that deal with that. There are unicorns, but all of this seems pretty premature. Also Iluha, pretty talented. I think second game of Bjorn and terror starting in hand round 1. Decides that he'll allow Drakebond Who to stick for 1 more turn, but after that it's most likely gets pinged off. Even if the longship will disappear, there are other means of fulfilling the job. War of Glance, yeah. No side of Warlords are coming naturally into hand, so you'll have to Blood Eagle one of them out. Raids, of course, will have a little bit of problem finding big value against armored cards, so the damage focus might be focused on things like Unicorn, later on City Nova maybe. But yeah, look at the Bjorn and Terror just starting to stack up that armor. Any reason to hold the pink? I suppose not really a reason to use it immediately. That might be a more correct way of putting it. Like, players are definitely still playing at least 1 more card.
Your skull will make a fire.
And if anything comes up, for example, from card roll there, Crater, you can just combine things. You have 2 pings available on the board, but yeah. So, and you can play his savageries, damage cards, War of Clans, only missing the second longship to kill off the Brockvar warrior on deploy, but yeah, the hammer's been hammering. Only 2 pirates, but do you really care about anything else beyond Bjorn and Terror of the Seas? 7 and 6. And the bleeding goes through, and 7 and 8. Yeah, we had the casting team, I see the discussion in chat, we had the casting team in Flux yesterday with Carpetan joining, but also Dota, who you might have seen in different Gwent chats, also contributed, so nice to see more people coming in. It's a bit awkward with Brockvar if you want to break the shield on Sirinova. You'd have to hit the Demon Smuggler for 1, you get -1 on deploy from Longship, so not the highest tempo play. Also wasting 2 damage onto the Nova, so maybe refrain from doing it. And go for Savagery. Just not aiming at breaking the shield. It's also fine. The amount of playable cards shrinks with each turn. Savageries are fine on 2s and 3s. They might struggle. Well, at 4 they probably are not struggling unless it's like unicorns into Commander's Horn blocking your... I would expect that at least 1 Warlord will be replayed.
The wind is all we live of the gods.
Puts on extra heat. One of the armored up cards is being dropped here. Also the Commander's Horn setup is being done. It's getting denied. Like trading a card for Commander's Horn, I'm not sure if it's all that worth it, but not trading. Like you play yours, Commander's Horn is getting played, you're not having the reach anymore, but Commander's Horn with Axel in round 2 will be a nice push tool. What's Golden Acre situation? I'm not sure what got Marigant at the moment. Probably Freya's Blessing, the visual glitch, so it's loaded, yeah. Freya, Kaduch, and then something. For warriors, yeah, only Iced and Tyr missing. Only. I know. Only those. Look at those bronzes. There is a tutor still though. Also, unlike pirates, yeah, warriors see a ship and they don't really have protection against it. You need to either remove it or you have to give your opponent more value. How much value can Terror get? On Greatsword, on tier target, yeah, pretty great one, so you don't mind stacking it.
In enemy veins, my blood boils and churns.
Four units assembled. If we see unicorns between the crowds, the value of this 7 provision card is going to only increase. Warriors don't really deny 5 cards in one turn, unlike sometimes pirates with the pink setup, with weather effects and all that. Of course, you have Kair Trollday, you have War of Clans into damage, so you can thin this front row a little bit if you wish. A fast-paced action field match between two Skellige leader abilities is what we are witnessing. I'm pretty sure the second match is already finished, going by some chat commentary. We are here for it. It's not like you have any other competitive matches to watch at the moment, right? Although maybe ladder. Maybe you can play. Maybe you should play while watching. Enjoy the game, play the game. This month, of course, only gives you crown points, so you're not getting to qualifiers, but prepare for the next month. Grind the ladder next month of May and play in Challenger in June. Why wouldn't you? If you enjoy the game. You should. You can even let the rope burn and think about your every decision. So, pretty decent horn value with extra boost, so bronzes adjacent to golds. Although, yeah, unicorn kind of traveled from the board.
Down on your knees.
Only one will walk away from this.
Man, warriors were not in a striking distance in almost any of the matches. Like, the gaps are huge, and when they got a tie, it was, well, perfectly balanced, as all things should be, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, warriors will have to commit at some point. Do they commit their key cards? Well, maybe, because what else do they have for points? Raiders for 8, Praise Blessing for potentially like close to 8 as well. It's not that impressive. And that's while losing rounds either on equal cards or winning 2 cards down.
My beauteous Calanth.
My beauteous color. So, iced power. See, I was talking shit about Skellige warriors, and they come and put 31 points on board, and they are like happy. They have tier somewhere, but no last say. The Terror of the Seas hits for 11, COC gets either Tier's target, or if we are still continuing in this round, it just erases Greatsword. We also see that Ilucha is interested in continuing playing. Praise Blessing on the Moon Smuggler. is
Demon!
with good points. It's comparable to Iced level of tempo here. Kinda, not gonna lie. And now, this. This, and this. And a 25 plus point gap. There is still unclicked card holder, but there is also weather, there is still this. 16 point terror, COC or COC for 12, a leader charge.
Bow before modern Freya.
You're next!
Ah, look. The weather. The weather with ice every time. Every time. No, no, says Kungfoorabbit. Kungfoorabbit.
We raid, we fight, we plunder. Full service.
Blaze, not really. Putting on a good show. And we have Iluha Big Kungfoorabbit 35, or what was the number, going into the winners bracket final, and is going to the lower bracket semi-final now, where he is playing against the losing side between Nick and Trinova. So this is Onslaught victory and 3-2 with one tie. Great match.